Hi there. Just so you know, the hungry hippo of the algorithm needs likes and subscribes to sustain itself, so would you kindly press that button for me? Thank you. Hello, dear one. Shh. Welcome. You're a new face and a fresh mind. This would be your first time stepping into this dimension, isn't it? How lovely. Welcome to my library. Welcome to the compendium. Come closer. Don't be nervous. My tentacles only want to cradle you. Who am I? Well, I am the librarian here. My name? My name is simply Librarian. I've yet to meet a human with 3 tongues in their throat, so attempting my real name would just be an exercise in making you blush. Oh, no, it's simply more comfortable for everyone to call me such, both for you and me. Maybe if you proceeded with your studies and transfigured your throat, we could give it a go, but I deeply doubt that's why you've delved into this dimension. So, my marvelous mind, how may I assist you today? What brings you to the compendium? Could you speak up for me? You don't have to whisper here. These enchanted fountains throughout the library keep the sound waves magically balanced so every patron has privacy and the best environments to focus. So you could shout if you like. They won't hear it. Not unless they'd wish to. Oh, you're quite a thinker, aren't you? Well, my little buttery brain, I'm not a patron, am I? I'm the librarian. I can hear all. Well, I can hear all that there is to be heard here. The fountains are for my patrons, not me. Therefore, yes, I can hear all of them. But you should be honest with me, little one. Your tiny, trembling whispers a moment ago weren't words. Would you like to try again? You'd like to find some books to help you translate some scrolls you've been working on. Very good. Very interesting. Well, to get started, we'll just need to start off with getting you a library card. Why? Oh, sweet thing, this is my dimension. To be here, you must follow my rules. Of course, in the library dimension, you need a library card. You needed one in your sorcery school. Why would here be any different? Exactly. I am so glad you agree. Now, let's get you properly registered, sweet thing. First, may I have your full name? Perfect. And next is your dimension. Planet. continent, country, and hamlet you hail from. Oh, very nice. I think Blorpheus the Brown hails from there. That place makes wizard twinks like you'd never believe. Anyways, and then what is the millennia that you are coming from, along with the century, month, date, usual things. Very nice. Now, hold still while my gentle tentacle lifts your hand. There we go. Now press your thumb right here on the wax seal I just added to the parchment. Feel that warm tingle in the back of your brain. That's some extra enchantments I've added as a courtesy. That way you'll always be able to access the knowledge you've learned here. No brain fog. My treat for my fellow knowledge lovers. Good. Now watch as the card forms. Ancient runes swirling into your name, binding you softly to this place. And here is your magical library card. You may now use it to return here anytime you wish. No more using components and incantations to visit. Just press your thumb on the seal to return. Oh, you're welcome. So polite. Aren't I so lucky to have you visit my dimension to be a patron, rather than that ungrateful Washington? He would have turned you away. Now, anyways, tasty thoughts. What language will you be translating today? No. No more hiding your intentions from me. You're here for knowledge, and I cannot help unless you tell me the truth. What language is it that you seek? It's all right. The only thing I desire is knowledge. Judging the contents is for other beings to handle. My purpose is just for learning, teaching, and sharing insights. And I'm more than content with that. So please leave those reservations back at your home dimension. And I will now repeat. What language is it that you seek? Oh, well, that will be quite the challenge. You're translating these for the Academy or yourself? I'm so glad you're learning that this is a place of truth. So you are translating these in secret for yourself. That makes so much more sense than your Academy asking you to do so. That would explain why you think that books would help you. What do I mean? Well, so the knowledge you seek, it's a kind that is not learned through books. The language you seek to learn, it's a language spoken only by the time elves of the Papalaganya dimension. A tongue older than the timeline of the stars. So, of course, those of the human race cannot learn it through just study or spell. The syllables would shred your sanity if you tried. The only way for you to understand it is for me to give it to you directly. How? Well, I can slide my eldritch tentacles gently into your mind, just as I'm sliding them across this desk right now. With my psychic power, I can reach deep inside that tasty, wandering head of yours. I'll find the soft, open spaces between your thoughts and implant the knowledge there. Slowly, carefully, pleasurably. You'll feel my tentacles pressing against your temples, and then slipping inside, warm, silky, and pulsing with power. No pain. Of course, no pain, my dear. Only pressure and only surrender to knowledge. It's the most intimate kind of learning, as I weave the language into your very soul, and you will hear the most soothing whispers echoing throughout your skull. But it's the only way. Your conscious mind can simply drift and melt while I work. You've already formed the bonds of knowledge and trust, so if you'd like to open yourself and let me in, I, as your librarian, would be happy to enter your mind and fill you with the forbidden tongue. Perfect. First, let me see these scrolls. I would like to see which era we're working with these time elves. Let's see. Yes, I am very well versed with this one. You won't have any problems learning this with a curious mind like yours. Take my tendril. Yes, just like that. And we will go to a more private spot here in the library to begin. Can you feel how the ancient stone arches rise above us? They breathe ever so slowly. And these shelves, endless rows and rows and rows of whispering tombs and glowing scrolls. Some of them are singing to you right now. Can you hear their soft, distant lullabies? Careful, sweet one. Some books float on their own. Others have eyes that blink when you're not looking. But they're all gentle with my patrons. I've collected so many, and their varieties are as endless as beyond your imagination. Why, yes, there are some more dangerous books in here. Dangerous in the book itself and the knowledge within, and even some of both. But you aren't here to seek that, so don't worry that unspoiled little brain about that part of the library. Over here are the dreaming archives. Such a good, curious patron. I'd like you to settle down on this couch. My tendrils are waiting for you. Are you comfortable? Are you ready to begin? Perfect. I've been tracing these forbidden scrolls as we've walked, feeling the jagged runes that were never meant for mortal minds. But, sweet one, I will not let them shatter you. I will teach you their language so you can translate them yourself. Yes, The knowledge will be yours to keep and continue to learn from. So first, let your shoulders drop and let your jaw loosen. That's it. Breathe slowly in and breathe out even slower. With each breath, you sink deeper and deeper into my domain. Look at me, darling. Watch as two of my long, silky tentacles rise up from behind me, glistening faintly with ethereal magics. They're moving towards you now, so slowly, so gently. You can already feel their warmth radiating against your temples. Shh, shh, shh. There's no need to tense up. These tendrils are a part of me, and I would never, ever harm a patron to my library. Feel them gently pressing against the sides of your head, right here. So warm, so smooth. They pulse softly in time with your heartbeat. Good. Just keep breathing. Now I'm going to push inside gently. Relax your mind completely. Open the doors for me. Let me in. Let me in. There we go. You feel that gentle pressure as my tentacles slip through, slipping so easily into your mind. Warm, silky strands entering your thoughts, pressing deeper, curling so carefully around the soft folds of your brain. Such a beautiful mind, so full of curiosity and exhaustion. I'm inside now. My tentacles are gently spreading, filling the spaces between your thoughts with my presence. You don't need to think anymore. You only need to feel. Feel me moving slowly through your head, stroking every resistance away, turning every tight knot of tension into a nice warm clump of comprehension. Yes. As I move, I begin to implant the knowledge. Ancient syllables, unspeakable adjectives, a language before explosions. I'm weaving them directly into your soul. You won't have to memorize anything. Just let my tentacles pulse and throb inside your mind while the language seeps deeper and deeper and deeper. Let your conscious thoughts melt away like wax under my touch. The more I fill you, the emptier and quieter your mind becomes, and the more perfectly relaxed you feel. That's it. Surrender completely to the seeding of information. My tentacles are so deep inside your brain now, pulsing, feeding you the knowledge, turning you into the perfect translator for your forbidden scrolls. You're trying to imagine the scrolls. Imagine me as I take their sharp edges and I smooth them with my tentacles. You want to see their strange forms become familiar. I unravel their terror. I weave it into this. There. The feeling of recognition. Do you feel it? The sanity-shattering concepts become a more gentle, warm sound somewhere in your mind. The existential dread from eldritch knowledge softens into a warm, heavy fog behind your eyes. Just breathe in and out, in and out. My tentacles are showing you the scrolls in your mind's eye again. You can see the runes showing better on the parchment now. Before, they looked like manic scribbles, not knowing where the quill first hit the page. But let every jagged symbol dissolve on my tentacles as they cross the page and reform now in your native tongue. This perfect, endless soothing static helps reform their shapes for you. You don't need to fear these unknowns anymore. You're learning how to think. You only need to listen and hear the hum of new knowledge. Surrender to the white noise, little one. Let it fill those spaces between your thoughts until those spaces grow wider and wider and wider until only soft, blissful static remains. My tendrils move so gently across your mind as it happily receives these new thoughts. Every forbidden secret, every impossible name, every crawling dread from beyond the veil. I'm taking them all and turning them into this blissful comprehension for you. And you're letting it all sink into your mind deeper and deeper and deeper. I know that this sounds like a hum in your brain right now, but the cognitive dissonance will fade in time. And in so, all of this learning will be understood fully by you. You've done so well, sweet thing. I can feel your mind receiving the language. You were so right into coming to me for this one. Now, I'm going to withdraw and let you rest here on the couch for as long as you'd like, so you can let all of this Sink in. Let your mind go limp. Let your will melt into the static. You are happy here learning in the compendium, here in the library. Here with my voice, here with my books. Here with this perfect, endless, velvety white noise carrying you down, down, down. And the hum is kind. The hum is safe. The hum is knowledge. The hum is everything. Good. So perfectly seasoned and full of learning. My sweet, curious little patron, stay here for as long as you'd need. I will be back at the desk when you need me again. Enjoy as the compendium lulls you to sleep. I'll be back when you need me again. That brings us to the end of the audio. If you've drifted off or are feeling a little fuzzy, I would like you to come back to full awareness on the count of 3, leaving any and all suggestions you might have picked up far behind. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wide awake. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you had a lovely time listening.